Hello friends and welcome to Tony's Reviews. Today we're going to be checking out another As Seen on TV item. This is the Arctic Air Pure Chill. It says it uses hydro chill technology to cool off air. So it's like a miniature air conditioning type device. Not a true air conditioner, but something that cools off air. That's what it's marketed as. I have reviewed a previous Arctic Air product that was out. It's called the Arctic Air Ultra. If you'd like to check out the review for that, just click on the above link right now. And that was a pretty good little item. It actually did cool off the air. I tested it with an infrared gun. I'll be testing this one out with an infrared gun as well. So it also says right here on the top that it has LED lights in it. So what I'm thinking is, and from what I've read on the box a little bit, you'll be filling up this reservoir right here with water, and it's a blue color, but then the LED light in there changes, and then somehow this water gets utilized, I think, into a filter here, and then it blows out cooler air than what goes into it. So you can see a picture here on the side. It shows hot air going in and then cool air going out. I do know that first Arctic Air product that I reviewed, the Arctic Air Ultra, it did cool off the air, and it would be something perfect maybe, if you're in a hot office, to have it sitting there on your desk, and it would, keep your area cool, just kind of like right there on you. Maybe not good for a big room or anything, but like right on you, like, if you're working in a warm office or something like that. Just a personal little air conditioning or, air cooling system. It also says it filters the air to some degree. I'm not really going to go into that because, I don't know how well you could test that, and I'm not going to blow smoke or anything through this. But anyway, we're going to unbox this thing real quick and we're going to test it out. If you are interested in one of these after the video, you can find these on Amazon for around $39.99 right now, and there will be Amazon links in the description and also one in the comments if you want to check one of these babies out. Looks like we got a set of instructions and maybe a coupon right here or something. Power cord, and it looks like here's the unit itself. Okay, so here's the entire unit right here, and we're going to take this little piece of protective tape off the front of it. Take the top off. What do we have here? It looks like that is the water reservoir right there. Looks like we got a fan button and a light choice button right there. All right, I got the front pulled out here. It kind of reminds me of the Arctic Air Ultra a little bit. And there's the filter. Right here you can see these are like little pieces of foam of some sort. It does have some louvers here on the front that you can move up and down to direct that wind. Pretty much all else that's in here is back here in the back. You can probably barely see it. The fan's back here in the back. And that's pretty much all there is to this thing. They have some really easy to follow instructions here. I just want to show these real quick. It says to pre-soak the filter, place it in the freezer, and then you're going to fill the reservoir at the top with a pitcher of water, or however you want to fill it. And it says to set the airflow. And then there's some more information on cleaning, but we're not going to get into that right now. Okay, so here's the unit, and you put water in here. I actually already put water in there. I think you can see it. So really all you have to do is just put the top on this thing, and to fill this up, all you got to do is just pour water right straight into the reservoir right there. I've got it full right now, so I probably just got almost too much water in there. And the fan on this thing does have 3 speeds. There's high, and I think you can probably hear that. It's not super quiet, so it does make a little bit of noise. And then there's medium, and then low. And right here's the LED light changing button, and I'll go into a little bit more about that later on in the video. And right here you can see that's where the wire's plugged in at, and you see you have these little hooks right here, and the wire can just run through here. Okay, I wanted to show you this right here. This is actually the pump. So that's the misting, so that's the pump right there putting off a little bit of mist. Wanted to show you that, and there's of course the fan back there blowing. And I'm soaking the filter down. So I've got it right here inside my freezer now. I'm going to leave it in here overnight. So I'm just going to let this thing freeze. And then tomorrow we're going to test this thing out and see how cool it gets. All right, so we're getting the frozen, filter out of the refrigerator right now. Even in my air-conditioned house, this actually feels pretty good right now. So I'm going to check out the temperature. Frozen filter, and the water mist is going, and the fan's going full blast. So right out of the freezer, we got somewhere between 59 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and it feels pretty good. On the old Arctic Air Ultra, Some people will put ice cubes up in here. I'm going to put a couple of ice cubes up in here and just see if it brings the temperature down any at all. Okay, I've got it loaded down with the ice cubes now. I've let them sit in here for a second, and we're going to see if it's affecting the temperature at all. Okay, not seeing much of a temperature change. It's still bouncing around. Oh, there, saying 57, between 56 and 58. I can see it bouncing. Up to 60. So maybe it did affect it a little bit. One of the features this Arctic Air Pure Chill has is it has like a night light feature, LED up here, and you can see, I'm just going to go through the colors here. See those different colors, and I think it does one of those deals where the colors actually just kind of rotate on their own. Yeah, there we are. We're in the mode where it just changes by itself over and over. I think that's pretty cool. It's a neat little atmosphere light right there. Might help somebody relax. So I've decided to do a blow dryer test on this, and I've put a freshly frozen filter in here. And then I got it blowing through the Arctic Air Pure Chill now, and you can see that it's bringing the temperature down quite a bit. So now it's down to like 101. So it's bringing it down maybe like 75, 80 degrees. Something you might want to be aware of, and something I have noticed, is if you move this thing around, if you tilt it a little bit, the water that's up here in the reservoir, it will come back out of here. So that might be something to think about. For my final test, I've got the filter and I've frozen it again. When I used the blow dryer earlier, it kind of thawed it out. So what I've done is I've refrozen this again. I left it in overnight. We're going to put it back in here. There is water in the reservoir. I'm going to stick it in here. We're going to test the temperature right now, and then we're going to test the temperature again in about an hour. And that way you'll know if this thing is sitting at your desk or wherever, you'll know how quickly this thing starts to warm up. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it again in an hour, and just to see how much the temperature rises. Temperature blown out of this baby right now is about 62 degrees. So we're going to check it again in 1 hour and see what the temperature is. As I've been standing here, I hadn't even thought to describe this, just how it feels, but as I'm standing here, I forgot to even describe this, but it does feel like a real air conditioner blowing. I was thinking, man, it's kind of cold right here, and then I thought, dude, you've got this thing blowing on you. It's got a fresh filter, freshly frozen filter in it. So it does feel like a little air conditioning unit right this second. Okay, it's been exactly 1 hour now, and we're going to test the temperature of this Arctic Air Pure Chill, and let's see what it says. And it's telling me now 65 degrees. So 66, 69, okay, 68, 70. So it looks like it's went up around maybe 7 or 8 degrees since an hour's passed. So there you have it. Also, I just pulled the filter out of this, and after an hour this is no longer frozen, and just the center of it feels like it's still pretty cold, but the outer edges of it feel like they're almost at room temperature now. So just an FYI. Okay friends, so we had a chance today to check out the Arctic Air Pure Chill, and I have to say that I think it's about the same as the Arctic Air Ultra. So it does a pretty good job, cools things off. I think this would be pretty awesome if you're like maybe sitting at a desk and your air conditioning goes out, at work, or maybe you work someplace where for whatever reason they keep the temperature a little hotter than you would like, and you're allowed to personally have a heating or cooling device there at your desk. This might be the thing for you. Maybe you work in a workstation, maybe even a factory or something like that, and you could have this little baby right there to maybe cool you off, have it going, and then maybe go stand by it and have it blow in your face or something like that. Anyway, I'm sure there's different ways you could use this Arctic Air Pure Chill. So we checked it out today. It does a pretty good job cooling. $39 on Amazon. Like I said, if you want to check it out, there'll be an Amazon link in the description of this video and also one in the comments. It's definitely not an air conditioner. None of these little devices like this really are. It does really kind of have a good air conditioning effect whenever you've got the frozen filter in there. As far as this thing just having water in it and it blowing air on you and cooling you off, I think it does a decent job. But I really think just a regular old, desk fan would probably keep you about just as cool. As a matter of fact, a desk fan usually has an open back on it, so a lot more air gets through. With this thing right here, it's a closed little box, so only a certain amount of air gets through. It is cooled off a little bit by the water, so that's something to take into consideration. So if you want it there a little bit cooler, that's great. But if you would like a bigger breeze blowing on you, I think a standard fan probably works a little better. Even just like a little desk fan. So now that we've taken a look at this Arctic Air Pure Chill, if you have any questions about it, please throw those down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review today of the Arctic Air Pure Chill, please hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see some more of my product review videos, please hit the subscribe button. I want to thank you so much for tuning into Tony's Reviews today, and God bless you.